Step one starts the day before, unless your happy hour turned into an all-nighter. Then you can do it in the morning with the Bloody Mary. You know, bite the dog that bit you. So what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be brining it. This is gonna make the difference between a nice juicy pork chop and a dog toy. Dry brining, we're gonna be using some fennel seed, some pepper, some brown sugar, and most importantly with the pork chops, some kosher salt. So, what is dry brining? It's really doing some reverse osmosis. I know you learned this in your science class, or you didn't. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna rub this in, we're gonna put it on a metal tray and let that air expose it. It's gonna help create that great crispy crust. Sprinkle your seasoning all around it, and then really work it in there. Aggressively, get all your frustration out. All right, now we're gonna score the fat cap, not into the meat, just into the fat. The reason that we're doing this is one, it'll make the fat more tender. It'll also prevent it from curling up like you last night after trying to go to bed from too much partying. We're gonna be putting all of these onto a wire rack, lets the air get around them. It's really important to put this over a pan. That way when you stick it in the refrigerator, the juices just don't go everywhere and the wife starts bitching at you for her clean fridge being covered in pork juice. Today we're gonna make apple Mostarda. The Italians saw fruit and they're like, how can we make it sweet, sour, spicy, and a little bit of funk? This is gonna be perfect for the pork chops. It's gonna cut through it like a personal vendetta. Olive oil, medium heat. Shallots go in. You're not browning them, you're emotionally softening them. About 3 minutes. We're aiming for fragile, but still holding it together. All right, now we're gonna take the apples and we're gonna take our ginger, and this is gonna be about for 4 minutes. And we're gonna let it go down so that it's soft, but we don't want it mushy. Don't screw this up. All right, now we're gonna take some apple cider vinegar. Ooh, hearing that sizzle. Gonna throw in some honey. That's all sticky, nice and gooey. It's gonna add that sweetness to it. Now we're gonna throw in the mustard. Oh yeah. And like any good Italian recipe, a bunch of garlic. Now we're gonna stir that all together. About 5 minutes. We're gonna let it simmer down. And I'll come back to you in 5 minutes.
5 minutes later.
We wanna add a pinch of salt. Let's give it a taste. What you want is you want that acid to hit your face at first, like you're at a Dead show. And then from there, that sweetness is gonna hit it and you're gonna calm down and get in the right mind. Now, we've done this. We're gonna set it aside. We're gonna let it rest for at least 3 hours. This is gonna be good for another 3 days if you wanna use it for other things. Welcome back. Today we're making Gratin Dauphinois, or as the French would say, Gratin Dauphinois. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna start by making the cream. We're gonna add some heavy whipping cream, the full amount. And then let's add in everything that we're gonna use for ingredients for infusion. Let's move it over to the stove. We're gonna stir in our ingredients on a low heat. We're just gonna let it simmer, let all of this infuse, break it all up. Let's take this butter and let's rub it real good into the whole pot, around all the sides, around the bottom. This is not a diet meal, so don't be afraid to use extra butter. Get it all in every nick and crevice. Get your fingers in there, get it good. After adding the butter, start to layer it with your nice cold, thinly sliced potatoes. You want to make it all the way around. You don't want anything showing. We're just going to do one layer to start. Perfect. Now that we've made our cream, let's take the ladle and just cover that first layer. Don't be shy, we made plenty of cream. Splash it all over. Our infusion's fully at work right now. Once we've added the cream, then we're gonna do a small little layer of our Gruyere cheese. The French just don't make anything easy to pronounce, do they? We want to use smoked Gruyere. It gives it that little extra bite, a little extra flavor to it. Just a little layer, just barely kind of covering. And then we're going to do this exact same thing. Repeat, repeat, and repeat.
5 minutes later.
This is what it should look like before it goes in the oven. Right now, we're going to put tin foil on it and stick it in. Set the oven to 375, and we're going to stick it in here for an hour, covered in tin foil. All right, it's been an hour. Let's take this out. All right, let's take off the tin foil. Oh, look at that. Now we saved all this extra cheese. We're gonna just layer it. I mean, we're going heavy with this cheese. Everything you got left, all the rest of it, throw it on there. And then we're gonna stick this back in the oven for another hour and get that nice brown crust on top. Let's make some wilted greens. I picked up some escarole, have a day-old loaf of bread. First thing we're gonna do is make breadcrumbs. You're not gonna go to the store and go buy breadcrumbs. You're gonna take a day-old baguette, you're gonna grind it, and we're gonna fry these up. All right, let's add some oil real quick. Those breadcrumbs, boom, throw them in there. Give it a little bit of a mix. We're just gonna give it a couple minutes, not even that on each side. We're just trying to brown them up real quick. Move them around. Look at that. You can see how it's changing colors instantly. That's all we're looking for. That's it. We're done. All right, now let's make a good base for those greens. We're gonna take some olive oil and we're gonna throw in 2 anchovies out of the can. Don't worry, it's gonna break down. You're just gonna keep flipping it. It's gonna create an umami base. I can just hear my kids now, oh, even Garfield the cat won't eat that. Don't worry, it's not gonna be fishy. All right, the fish is broken down. Let's throw in our greens. That water is gonna be bubbling off that oil. Just keep tossing it. Let it wilt down, but you wanna keep the structure. Okay, the escarole has withered down. We're taking it off. And after we plate it, we'll sprinkle on the breadcrumbs. We got our butter and our seasonings. Now we're gonna take a fork and we're gonna mix it all together, make a nice compound. Oh, look at that color. We're outside. We got this as hot as we can. It's hotter than a billy goat in a pepper field. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab all of these pork chops, stick them together, capside, and we're gonna stick them down and hold them for 2 minutes. 2 minutes straight, do not take it off. All right, we hit 2 minutes. Now we're gonna lay it flat side down. And again, we're not gonna look at it for 2 minutes. So I'm gonna put one down at a time. Wearing these hot gloves. And now, it's important we're not using olive oil. We want to use vegetable oil. It's too hot for the olive oil. It'll make it a bitter taste. It's been 2 minutes. I'm probably just as excited as you guys to see how it turns out. Hopefully we have a nice golden dark crust. Let's see how it works. Oh, you can see got a nice little brown in there. Flip the other one over. Nice little brown in there. Oh yeah. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this compound butter that we made and we're just gonna sprinkle it over it. Load her up, and then I got the brush that we're gonna just baste it. Oh, look at that. Oh, all that garlic, and ooh, you can just smell it. We're gonna do that every 30 seconds. The difference between a homemade pork chop and the one you get from Gordon Ramsay is this butter. They're using this marinade and they're just throwing it on there. You gotta keep doing the same thing. Don't be shy. We're gonna use it all. There's no reason to bring any back into the kitchen. All right, look at that nice brown. We're gonna stick it halfway through. 140, 139, 138. We gotta pull it. You want it between 135 and 140. Let's pull them. All right, we're gonna throw this on the metal rack. The reason why is you don't want it to sit on a plate and then it's gonna make that crust all soft and mushy. So we're gonna put it on this grate and we're gonna let it rest for at least 5 minutes. If you can make it 10, that's even better. Well, we got everything for this meal done. It's now time to prep it and get everything ready. Even the big bear is ready for a meal. All right, now we plate with purpose, intention. The first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna get our potatoes. Oh, look at that. And we're gonna layer it in the middle and just do a slight bit of layer, pushing it back just like so. Then our next step is we're gonna take some greens. We're gonna put the greens just to the side. Look at that, nice and perfectly wilted. Sprinkle some breadcrumbs on it. Then we want to put a T-bone resting right there against the potatoes. Bone up like it's a flag. God bless America. And then a big old scoop of our apples. Oh, look at that. Now that's a plate right there.